Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Kennels in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. I'm so excited to introduce an absolute sweetheart we have for sale. This is Miss Orange of Ruth and Shiloh's litter. She was born July 19th, 2020. So she's in the middle of our Puppy Academy program, our first level of training. She's already had over 150 hours of all-inclusive training. And so we know her personality very well. I hope you can see her personality here. She is a sweetheart. Her Recherche score is 886, 8 being that she is very dependent. She loves to be held. She loves me. She loves everybody and anybody. She's very affectionate, very loving. She loves to give kisses, loves to snuggle. She loves to play. She is an absolute joy to be around. On the activity scale, she is outgoing. Her tail is a motor. Her tail always is wagging and wagging and wagging, and she is so friendly. She's not hyper or out of control, but she's definitely more outgoing than she is laid back and calm. On the confidence scale, she's a 6 out of 10. She's slightly confident. She's not shy and timid and super fearful, but she's also not fearless and going to be prone to getting into things. She's not strong-willed or stubborn or anything like that. Size-wise, she's a smaller girl in her litter. This litter is not a huge standard Bernedoodle litter. The mom is 79 pounds, which is average for a female in Bernese Mountain Dog. And the dad, though, is only 47 pounds. We have produced this litter. This is our most repeated litter, our most popular litter at that, because we have produced this litter three times. And so we know what these puppies get like. We actually kept the girl from the first combination, and the size of that girl was about 55 pounds, and that's where we think she's going to be. We think she's going to be 50 to maybe up to 60 pounds, but she's not going to be big. And she is a true tricolor. You can see the white patch on her chest. She has a beautiful dark marking. She looks like the Bernese Mountain Dog. Tricolor is the most desired but most difficult color to produce, because you have to have a phantom poodle like Shiloh. It's very difficult, but everybody loves a Bernedoodle that looks like a Bernese Mountain Dog, and that's what she is. Now, she's able to go home after graduating either Puppy Academy, which is training till 12 weeks of age, which is October 11th. The second training level is our most popular training program called Canine College. It's training till 16 weeks of age, which is November 8th. Now, it's the most popular training program because she'll have all of her shots by then. She'll be fully inoculated. You don't have to quarantine her for the first 3 or 4 weeks. The second reason is her potty training. She'll be able to hold the restroom twice as long at 16 weeks than she will at 12 weeks. And then the third reason, and the biggest reason, is their obedience commands. They grow the most between the ages of 10 and 16 weeks of age. So she'll be up to 3 times better obedience trained at 16 weeks than she will at 12 weeks. The third training level is master's program, training till 20 weeks of age, which is December 6th. And the fourth training level is doggy doctorate, training till 6 months of age, which is January 19th. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see pictures of Ruth and Shiloh. If you click on those pictures, a video will play where I summarize each of the parents. There's 2 things that make us different from any other Bernedoodle breeder in the world today. The first thing is the quality of our dogs. All of our dogs come from generations of health clearances, and they have all of their health clearances. In fact, Shiloh has twice as many health clearances as recommended by the Poodle Club of America. Ruth was imported in from Europe, and no other Bernedoodle breeder I know of in America imports every one of their Bernese Mountain Dogs. We decided to do that because they have greater genetic diversity, they live longer, they're healthier, they come from longer lines of show clearances. The other thing that's nice, we didn't do that for this reason, but they're a little bit smaller in Europe than they are in America, and I just love their look. And so that's the first thing that makes us different. The second thing that makes us very different is our Puppy Training Institute. Every one of our puppies come with hundreds of hours of training. What I'd like to do now is to summarize our Puppy Training Institute, and we're gonna actually show Miss Orange in training as of this morning. Normally at this age, we can't show off their training, but she is so smart, doing so well, that we can actually show off her training, and you can see a lot of her personality. If you like the way she looks right now, you're gonna love her at 12 weeks, especially at 16 weeks and beyond. So we're gonna summarize the program, show her off in training, and I'll come back and let you know what you need to do if you wanna reserve Miss Orange. Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're gonna show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love to pull, love to tug, love to cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do Canine Good Citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Kuranda cot. You will definitely want to buy a Kuranda cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The 2 other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training, and this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate, and a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out, and a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of the vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area, where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in Miss Orange, read through this entire page. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see pictures we just took of her. Right above her most recent pictures are her prices for each of the training levels. Now, some people have a hard time finding the prices, so in this video, we're going to show you where her prices are found on a typical page. But the prices you see in this video are not necessarily her prices. To find her prices, read through this entire page. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see the pictures. Right above those pictures, you'll see her prices. And then right below this video is a link that says, click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the words puppy application, fill it out. We will respond within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to visit Miss Orange of Ruth and Shiloh's Litter. Thank you so much. God